I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So this is a fun fold. I found this on YouTube from Tina Rapp, and I wanted to share it with you. It's a great way to kind of, have a little bit of flair to the front of your card. And you're welcome to share this video if you would like while I'm stamping along. Okay, so this one I use the Ornate Garden suite. That is one of our new suites that will be featured in our new idea book and catalog that comes out in June. And I used the Designer Series paper, the embossing folder, and the ribbon, and the gilded gems, the golden gilded gems. So this is the one I'll be making with you today, but I want to show you two other ones that I made as well. So you can see this one, I just used our In Color and some of our In Color DSP. This is the Rococo Rose. And just used the little ribbon embellishment there on the side, the little butterfly, and you can see it opens up and unfolds like that. Okay? Just like that. Hi Cheryl, happy Friday. Thanks for joining me. There's that one. And then this is another one where I used the Best Dressed suite and the coordinating papers for that, and you can open that one up as well. And this would be where you would write your little message on the inside, okay, because it's flat. There's no, you just need one piece of the DSP, or sorry, the Whisper White, so it's not a card that you open. Hi Jen, happy Friday. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I put the dimensions in the comments earlier, so you can go back, if you're not stamping along with me, you can go back and check those out. Hi Edith and Esther, happy Friday. Okay, so this is the one we're gonna be making today. All right, so we're gonna start out with our card base. Hi Deb, happy Friday, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then the next piece you're gonna layer is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and I decided you can have this one plain, but I decided I wanted to emboss it. We have this beautiful new embossing folder. Look at all the flowers on there. Aren't they beautiful? Hi Aja, happy Friday. Long time no see. So I'm gonna run this through my embossing machine, my die cut machine, which is right here next to me. I'm gonna run that through. As you can see, I'm wiggling the phone a little bit. Sorry, I had to use all my brute strength to get that through. And this is what the finished product looked like. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so that you are simply going to put that right on top of your Whisper White piece using your adhesive of choice. So if you are a Tombow girl, you can use that, snail, glue dots, whatever you would like. And you are going to go ahead and simply put that right on top. So that is going to be the base of your card, okay, or the backing. So the next piece we are going to use is the 4 1/4 by 9, and that is Whisper White. I am going to bring in my trusty Simply Scored tool here. This makes it great for scoring. And I am going to score at 1, at 2. I'm gonna put this down. And at 4, and at 6. Okay, so those are your folds, 1, 2, 4, and 6. Okay. So let me put this piece aside just for a second. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fold this. It's gonna be like an accordion. So I'm going to use my bone folder. Gives me nice, clean edges. I'm sorry, I'm moving everything around. Bear with me, bear with me. Okay, another score. And then I'm gonna fold this one in. And last but not least will be my little front piece here. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like. Hi, Christine Wise. Hi, Bev. Happy Friday, ladies. So this is what it will look like. Okay, your little accordion. All right. So now I'm going to attach my pieces of designer series paper to the front. So I have those, and the dimensions, I'm gonna put that right there so you guys can see it. My first piece is the beautiful daisy, again from the Ornate Garden Suite. And I'm going to put that on my piece here. And I wanted pieces that coordinated. I didn't want anything too wild and crazy. Then my next piece, I'm gonna use the old olive tones here, okay? And I'm gonna add that. And your dimensions are over here on the right. I also posted them in the comments this morning, so you can go back and look there as well. Okay, and then we're gonna fold that. And then our last little piece, this is gonna be our 4 by 3/4 inch piece. And that just adds that little extra flair right there on the front. All right, so there we go. So it's fun when you get a card in the mail, right? And you can open it like that. And again, this is where you would write, you can kind of write it a diagonal and write your little message. So it's for somebody that you don't have a lot to say to. All right, so then we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna attach this right to the front of our card. So again, our card base, we had our colored piece of paper, and I went ahead and embossed it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put snail, as you can hear, on the back. I put it right there on the back of the piece, the largest piece, and then you're just gonna go ahead and put that there right on the front. Okay, and it looks just like that. And what I like to do is I like to take my bone folder, I kind of open this up and just run over the top, because you do have the embossed image on the back, which is the flowers, so they pop up a little bit. So this gives you an opportunity to make sure it's nice and smooth that way. Hi Tammy, happy Friday. Thanks for joining me. So the next piece is where you're gonna put your little banner. So this is your little banner here where you can say whatever you would like, thanks, or you know, thinking of you. So let's do that together next. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slide this over to the side and I'm going to stamp. I used thanks, and this is from the Magnolia Lane. I just like the script on that one. It's not quite as bold. It's a little bit more ornate and fanciful. That's a real word, fanciful. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp my thanks. And I used Early Espresso for that one. Okay, the Early Espresso Classic ink. And you can't forget ribbon. I absolutely love ribbon. I'm a ribbon girl. So this is terracotta tile. You can see I pre-tied my bow. I already have it ready to go. And this actually is part of the Ornate Suite as well. So I'm going to trim this. It says you needed 5 inches of ribbon, what was in the comments. I went ahead and tied my bow. And what I did is I like to do faux bows. So I think they're a little bit easier. So I'm just gonna trim my ribbon, okay? And I'm going to put, this is how I do it. You can do it however it makes you happy, but this is how I do it. I flip it over, I put my snail on the back, and I bring the one piece over, and then I'm gonna bring my other side over. It's being a little camera shy. My snail is being a little camera shy today. We all get that way, right? Okay, so there we have our little piece, and I can straighten that up. And then I also want to create a banner on the end. And you can do that with your scissors, but we also have this great punch. And you can slide your piece of cardstock in. I always do it upside down. Okay, make sure it's right there in the center. And it gives you the perfect banner on the edge there. All right, so then I am simply going to add snail to the back of my piece here. You do not want to put it all the way across, because if you do, you will seal your card, and we don't want that to happen, because we want our friends to be able to enjoy this great creation that we just made for them, right? Okay, so there's your thanks. And then I'm going to take a glue dot, which I do not have at the moment, but I would use a glue dot. I'm just going to use snail for this this instance, but I'm going to put a little bit of snail right here on my ribbon, and it will stick. But normally when I'm using ribbon, if it weren't in the other room, I would use a glue dot to put it on there. Okay, so there is my little thanks. I do want to trim this up a little bit. I don't want my ribbon to be in the way of my thanks, so that my friend can't see how thankful I am for them, right? So there's my thanks. And then one last thing I wanted to add was one of the gilded gems. And I am just going to put this on right here on the edge, just like that. Okay, so that adds a nice little accent, and that is your card. So it's nice and simple. It's not a hard one to make. A couple of folds, and you have your dimensions over here. Okay, so then you're just gonna open it up, and you have your thanks that carries over, and then you also would be able to write your little message right there on the side. Oh, the UPS truck just arrived with the Stampin' Up! Delivery. That's exciting. The dog's excited too. So, so that is your card. So again, let me bring these other two in here that I made so you can see the different. There's the one with the best dressed. And then this one is just with the Rococo Rose and some of the designer series paper there. So you can see how, you know, these are all the same colors, just different designs. And then this one, you know, you have altering papers as you do in that one too. So yesterday, not yesterday, Stampin' Up! Has released their retiring list. I highly suggest that you check it out. You can look at doryschneider.stampinup.net and you can shop your day away. The April Hostess code is listed here as well, so I would love for you to choose me as your demonstrator when you're shopping. And they have, if you're looking for designer series paper, they have a lot of the designer series paper on sale right now. So you can get some great deals on designer series paper, and then you too can make your own cards. So if you guys do make this card, I would love to see it. So you can send me a message or you can post it, and just let me know that you enjoyed the design and the video.